But let's get a check into dealing rooms, and Nimesh is joining in to tell us exactly that. Nimesh, it appears that we are seeing some bit of covering because of the weekly expiry, but what are you picking up in terms of dealing room chatter?
Well, Nigel, it looks like we are in a very narrow range, and it's going to be very stock specific, and that was the feedback yesterday as well. That Indian markets are going to react to individual stocks largely on earnings, and that's clearly visible in today's trade. Look at Canara Bank, good numbers, and stock is reacted positively. There are a lot of stocks which have not done well, and they are reacting negatively. So it's very stock specific, market reacting to earnings, and that's going to be the trend for the next few days. We have big Reliance earnings tomorrow evening. We have ICICI Bank on Saturday. So that's going to be very stock specific. That's the overall feedback. Well, the screen may not look that very strong today, but even today the feedback is there is a small basket buying in some select mid caps at a large FIS. So that's something which stood out for me in terms of the feedback. Okay. Technically, again, as I've been saying this, we are in the upper range, so there is a bit of resistance as well around that 17,500, 17,600 level. So that's playing out. But it's not like there is massive selling or something of that sort. The volumes are on the lower side, and as I said, there is a bit of selective buying as well in terms of basket buying in some select mid caps. Selectively, the sectors which are well bid are financials and technology. Technology, for a change, for the last many days now, every dip is getting bought into. So it looks like there is a bit of buying interest back in the technology names from the larger FIs. Even in the financials, it's very selective. Like today, we are seeing reactions on both sides. IndusInd Bank is down, but at the other side, Canara Bank is up. So there is selective buying in the financial names, but largely that as a sector has been well bid by the larger institutions. That's the overall feedback. Low volume day, but there is a bit of basket buying in the mid caps. And looks like we are going to react to individual names largely on back of earnings.
Yeah, that seems to be the theme, right? You have a couple of these names. Asian Paints is down on the back of its miss. You have IndusInd Bank that's seen some profit taking. But as you said, Canara Bank, the numbers look good, and I'll be looking forward to the management commentary. But Nimesh, what else are you picking up? Stock specific, you said there are flows moving to select stocks. Tell us.
So, as I said, the big theme today is some bit of basket buying in the mid-cap names, which is why the first stock on my list today is CG Power. We heard the management as well on the channel. They sounded quite confident. And the stock has been consolidating, in this range. But selectively, I understand there are some domestic funds which are looking to buy this particular stock, and that's well bid. So they're looking for bids as well. They're looking for blocks as well. So this is one stock where there is a bit of interest back from some large domestic mutual funds in CG Power. So that's the first one. Second stock is IndusInd Bank. We spoke about, that stock is under pressure today. Looks like a bit of profit booking. But though the numbers are quite strong, there are some strong sell flows as well at the leading FIS today. So it's not only because of earnings or profit booking, but there is genuine selling as well in IndusInd Bank. So it looks like within the financials, there's a bit of shift happening from one stock to the another on results. So that's playing out in IndusInd Bank today. So that's the second one. Yeah. The third stock is RCF. Overall, the mid-cap index is down 1%. There is a bit of weakness, but RCF stands out, and it's up 1% in today's trade, purely on back of buy flows at an FIS. So every now and then, around these levels of 95, 97, you see some of the other domestic fund or FI keep buying into RCF. So RCF is buzzing in trade today. And the last stock is UPL. That's interesting. That stock is surprisingly up 4%. Strong volumes as well on this particular stock. And there is a very strong feedback and anticipation that maybe UPL is very close to unlocking value in a couple of the subsidiaries. There has been this talks for a very long time now, but looks like it's round the corner, hence a big upward with UPL today.
Well, that's right. The street believes that there is something that's coming about. Thanks so much, Nimesh, for joining in and filling us in with all of those details.